and win big games and tight games. He has so much experience, and I am one of many people who was astonished to see him lose his tour card and have to win it back at the start of this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg, Scott to throw first.
He is what you call a big stage player. On the biggest stages, he seems to play better than on the full matches.
Yeah, and particularly, you know, one game per day. He's an old school darts player, is Scott Waits. Give him one game a day on a big stage, on the telly, and I tell you what, even the best in the world can struggle to live with him.
100.
And
Obviously.
I think, well, look, if we'd had a full European Tour calendar for the last 2 years, if Scott had got on a few of those, then, look, I think he'd have kept his tour card without any bother, because I think he's a threat in these events. Hasn't won a game on them yet, though, so he's not got a decent record in Euro Tours, so...
Well, he's got one decent record, but he's never lost first round.
There we go, there we go.
He's been in 3, he's won 3 first round matches, but he lost 3 second round matches.
There we go, yeah. Not gone beyond round 2, there we go.
Bolton.
Horvat, he absolutely has more experience on the European Tour than his opponent, because this is his 16th European Tour event. In the 15 previous ones, he's reached the quarterfinal once in the International Darts Open of 2016.
83.
That was also the only time he got through the last 32, so through the second round.
100.
We've seen him play
Scott, you require
at times some
138.
amazing stuff.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got a very good performance in him. We know that. Can't find the 138. Scott Waits, and can't find the 14, which is what he was going for. But no real damage done. He'll come back with a single to double combo.
Scott, you
Waits,
require
he loves a
47.
double 16. Normally he loves double 18 even more, I think. But he goes for the double 16 this time.
Game shot in the first leg. Scott Waits, second leg. Dragutin to throw first.
17 dart start. It's not electric, but it's good enough for Scott Waits. Top performer so far by
16.
a distance, really. Wesley plays here, but the other top performance came from Barry Van Peer, really. It's good day for the Dutch, Jean.
So far, but we're not trying to jinx it so far.
We don't- I was trying to
the
jinx
evening
it.
is over.
I was trying to jinx it. Well, tonight we do have Vincent van der Voort, Jermaine Watermaner, and some bloke called Raymond.
21.
And Jeffrey was one.
Oh, and Jeffrey Desvant, yeah. Oh, Jeffrey Desvant
We're going to
versus
have at
Vincent
least
van
one
der
more
Voort.
Dutch victor.
Definitely, yeah. Out of Jeffrey and Vincent, one of them must go through. Playing a bit better, Jeffrey, lately.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
It takes a little time. He'll have to as well, because he's really in jeopardy of losing his card here this year.
He's been winning more games playing console stuff online on Twitch than he has at darts in recent months, but things might be improving for Jeffrey Desvant. Loads to talk about this evening. Let's focus on this one, because it is one of a handful of Germans we've got in action today. Just the one this afternoon, but tonight we've got Max Hopp, Lucas Weinig, who I rate. I think he's a good player. Martin Schindler, who is excellent right now.
99.
Arguably the best
You
German
require
form at the moment,
160.
Schindler.
Difficult to argue against it. This would be difficult, but it's possible. And it's possible on tops. And Dragutin Horvat with a massive check out levels the scores.
Scott to throw first. Game on.
Hercules puts his foot down.
Yeah, I did have to go and check what his nickname was, because I've seen 3 different nicknames. He used to be called Pratzo, which is like little brother or something like that. Then apparently he was the animal. I don't remember that. But yeah, Hercules now. I mean, I would suggest if he is cast as Hercules in the next Hollywood film of it, it's going to be a very different film from the previous ones we've seen.
16.
He came through the host nation qualifying to me, it wasn't the biggest name he defeated in his last match in Patrick Plotz. But he beat some notable names in the matches before that. He beat Nico Kurtz in the game before that, and he also beat Fabian Schmutzler in a game before that. So he did go through some tough names.
Yeah, profitable afternoon for Dragutin, crushing some young children's dreams beneath his Herculean boot.
He don't care.
No, of course he doesn't care.
And Lucas Rainey, like you mentioned before, he's the other host nation qualifier. Only 2 host nation qualifiers via the qualifying route, if that makes any sense to the people listening. And then 2 direct entries via the order of merit, which are Clemens and Schindler. And Max Hopp qualified through the tour card holder qualifier.
It's on, tops.
97.
Waits, drags it low, and Horvat has left himself 99, which is going to have to use all 3 darts. Okay, still on. Treble 18 would be the obvious shot. He's thinking about bull.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's thinking about bull.
Came to his senses just in time.
30.
Maybe he should have gone for bull. Couldn't have gone any worse, could it?
20.
Oh, well, it's got tricky, but if he can get the line, yeah. It's one of those where it looks more difficult, but maybe it was actually very simple for him. You can't quite tell on the camera angle.
As long as you can find the barrel, you'll find, don't you?
Easier said than done. Same here. Find the barrel.
21.
Now the beard of weight. It's changed a bit, hasn't it, since the last time?
It changes. If you, it's like bamboo. If you look at it, you can see it growing.
34.
And it has been so long that Scott Waits has had this beard, and it is so dense that nobody's actually sure where his chin ends. It might go right the way to the end of the beard. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. Close examination there, but we can't see it.
No. 55.
Another new addition to the Euro Tour, Beard Cam. Always innovating, the good people at Keytown Productions.
16.
That's it, yeah. I mean, and people probably going, oh yeah, Beard Cam, what a waste of money that was. Oh yeah. How wrong you were, pal.
Value for money.
100.
Now they're beginners.
I mean, they've all got some way to go to get to Waits.
90.
I'll tell you what, we've got a competitive game here. There is nothing between them in the averages right now.
Waits, however, can take advantage in his leg with a few trebles. It is Horvat's leg. 112 for Waits.
85.
Again, the last dart goes astray for Horvat.
12.
Yeah, and see, he's still on a 2-darter, but that's a 2-darter where he might not get a dart to win the leg. Whereas if it left 81, he should have got a dart at the bullseye minimum. So that's, you have lost out a little bit with that stray dart. He might go treble 20, double 18, it's all simple.
He's Hercules. He could. Is he going treble 20? Yeah, the lie was good,
56.
but he couldn't find the barrel again.
Scotty requires 60.
And that means the opportunity is there for Scotty to hottie. Oh, bit high that one.
Game shot and a full flag.
That will do for Scott Waits. It is our first breaker throw. He takes a 3-1 lead. And we saw Keegan Brown in the previous game manage to get the breaker throw and then defend it very well. Didn't matter what Adam Hunt did, just kept him at arm's length. Scott Waits looking to do the same.
140.
Kind of rushed that last dart. Thought he just had to do the same thing, and maybe that was the reason he dragged it low.
It just looks good when Waits is thrown. They're always next to each other, the darts. Once his first dart is where it needs to be, they're always close together. Look, he always finds the barrel.
I do. I mean, there's something very aesthetically pleasing about Scott Waits' throw. Seems very simple. A little twist of the dart, It's very straight. Don't get much straighter than that from Dragutin Horvat, though. That's his first maximum.
93.
128 for Waits. Even with that 180 of Horvat, means this is a good leg from Waits as well.
16.
And Horvat, he's up and down a little bit too much, maybe. Waits, is he going treble 18s? I think he was.
40.
Just knocks 40
Dragutin
off.
require
And that
161.
might give a little bit of hope to Dragutin, because even if this doesn't go, 88 might only be one shot at the ball. It'll be bullseye here for, well,
97.
no, it isn't. He's gambled.
Scott,
I don't really think he's
require
gained a
88.
huge amount, but fair enough.
88 to Waits. Makes a difference if you get the treble 20. He doesn't, so he needs to go 18s and bull.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
Smack in the middle, that one.
Scott Waits. Sixth leg.
A
Dragutin
very
the first.
central
Game on.
micron. And look, compare and contrast. Scott Waits there. He gave himself a shot where he'd get a dart at the bull,
81.
worst case scenario. He gets it, he wins the leg. Previous leg, Dragutin missed the 20s, didn't get one of those out shots, had a 96. Now he could have gone, it didn't even get a dart at the bullseye.
100.
It's those fine little margins in set-up shots and approach play that may not look that big a thing as you're watching it, but then you see Scott Waits is 4-1 up and you think that's might only be one dart halfway through a leg somewhere that's really been the difference.
A little bit better board management by Waits.
140.
It's difficult to get it in players' heads, though. I've tried it before. It's so difficult to make it natural. You can explain it to them when you're sitting
83.
down and they understand it. But once they're on the board and they are in that flow, it's very difficult to get it naturally done then.
Well, a lot of them just go into game mode, don't they?
58.
And you know, somebody like Scott Waits has been playing this game for 25 years, maybe longer. And so he's probably relying on things he learned as a
99.
teenager.
Yeah. And in a way, it's better to keep your natural things going, because as soon as you start to think about things too much on stage, it's not good either, is it?
Ah, it's what's known as the Chisnell method. 113 left for Scott Waits.
57.
Dragutin, he is struggling now.
That's a poor decision as well, because he stays on the 19s. 120 is a lot easier than 121. It's just poor board management. And Waits goes to his double 18.
77.
But he can't find this time. But this is a lot
Dragutin
harder. It's 1 point
121.
difference, and it's a lot harder shot. Not impossible.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
Well, wrong board management
Oh,
again.
This is idiotic from Dragutin.
If you want to go this ball round, then you should start with the ball.
113.
Wouldn't suggest it on 1-2-1 when your opponent is on double 18, but
Absolutely bizarre from 2 consecutive visits for Dragutin Horvat. That is a very safe one.
Game
And that's a
shot,
very
the sixth
dangerous
leg.
one as far
Scott
as Dragutin
Waits.
Horvat is concerned.
Seventh leg, Scott
we
the
always
front
say
first.
in the Netherlands, I don't know if that's an
Game
English
on.
thing as well, you can't win matches by having your calculations good, but you can lose them if you got them the wrong way.
Yeah, that's... I mean, we don't have an English saying like that, but I can think of a few players who could do with learning it.
There is a 12-point gap in the
34.
first 9 darts as well, or 10 points maybe now. So Waits does get ahead in every leg a little bit.
Yeah, but it is... Look at that. I mean, that's the difference, isn't it? He's had 10 more darts at double. And yes, Dragutin's average is being kept artificially high. But at the same time, he's been in a lot of these
57.
legs. You know, he's been left on... He's had goes at finishes like 99 and 96 and the 1-2-1 there. And they should have been easier finishes, but for his poor board management. And Scott Waits has been allowed to win things in 6 visits to the board. And a lot of those are against the throw. 2 of those are against the throw.
Yeah.
Dragutin has made this easier than it could have been for Scott.
140.
Credit where it's due, that's good board management. But if he moved away from the treble 20 there, I'd have gone up there and had a word with him myself.
1
The answer is good from Scott Wade. He gets to a 106 finish, but it's Horvat first. 170, big fish, no.
99. Scott, you require 106.
This is for the match.
It is for the match.
And the treble is in. He wants his favourite. Oh, he goes to tops.
Game, shot,
and he gets it.
And Scott Wade is into the Sunday of a European Tour.
And that's no surprise because he's done that throughout his career. He's never
played Scott. Another first round win on the European Tour, and for the first time he threw to a Sunday because we start a Saturday this time.
I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, look at the crowd today. It's brilliant. What a place to be.
Well, look, even with your experience and the massive titles you've won, these are great events, aren't they? With this sort of crowd in these kind of venues.
Oh, they're fantastic. You know, you don't get this sort of crowds here just every day of the week. These are the crowds you want to play in front of.
Look, what would it mean to you, now you've got your tour card back, you've got a couple of years, to start off the year by sticking a massive chunk of ranking money in your pocket early doors? That's got to make things so much easier, particularly with a full Euro Tour calendar on the way.
Well, tomorrow I think I've got, I don't know, an unknown player called Peter Wright or somebody.
I've heard of him, yeah.
So, you know, I'm going to turn up against Peter. I'm going to give him a right game, so hopefully anyway.
He's pretty popular in these parts, is Peter Wright, you know.
He can be popular if he wants to be. I don't mind that.
He doesn't mind. Ladies and gentlemen, the new beard to be feared. Scotty Too Hot He Waits. He will take on Peter Snakebite Wright.